Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead. I'm tired of saying okay. Why do I keep saying okay? Why do I say okay before I move on to each and every step? I don't need to do that. Don't worry, guys. This video might get a little wonky, but it turns out okay in the end. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited today because I'm going to be trying out a bunch of different products. Some products that I am familiar with or I have used before, but I am going to try to use a lot of products from my monthly subscription boxes. And I don't remember which box or bag that they came out of. I just usually throw them all in one box and try to remember to use them or test them out. The items that I know that I'm not going to give away. Some items just go straight into my giveaway bag. And other items, I put them in a box because I'm like, okay, I'm definitely using these. So I am going to use some of these items. So there might be some items I got recently, and there might be some items that have just been sitting around waiting for me to try them. So that's what I'm doing today. I am also using one of my eyeshadow palettes that I have not used yet. And this is one of the Pat McGrath palettes. And so this is the Mothership Subversive La Vie in Rose palette. So I'm actually going to be using this palette today and I'm really, really excited about it. This palette is gorgeous. There's a mirror in here and these are the shades that are in this palette. Oops, I'm dropping stuff already, but these are the shades in this palette and I'm one of those people that really, really like to just use one palette when I'm doing a look. I don't like to have to grab additional palettes, but I don't know, with this one I might need to find another transition shade because it looks like there's just this dark plum type shade in here that is a matte, but we'll figure it out along the way and see what happens. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I'm using today, but I just want to start off by using one of these items. Now, if you watched one of my last monthly subscription bag or box openings or whatever, then you know I got this Dr. Lip Original Nipple Balm, and I'm still not sure if that's a typo, you guys, but I want to try some of this stuff out on my lips and see if I like it or not. I'm kind of like, this stuff trips me out because I really want to know if it's supposed to be called nipple balm, but it's really thick and I'm not going to try it on my nipples, just in case you were wondering. But it's really, really thick for dry skin, luscious lips, and glossy bite, whatever. So anyways, it is definitely a bit glossy and it is kind of thick and just a little bit sticky. Not super duper sticky, but just a little bit sticky, but it feels nice enough. So anywho, I just want to try that out, so I'll see how that works out today. You guys ever have one of those funky days where it's like, you know, you want to do a video or you know you want to film or you just want to put on some makeup, but you're kind of like, you're still kind of in a weird space? That's where I am right now. I'm in a really good mood and I know I want to film and kind of play in some products and talk to you guys, but I'm also kind of like in a, I feel kind of off. So if this video is weird, I apologize. I'm going to be using this Clinique Pep Start, and this is like an eye cream. So I just want to put a little bit of this under my eyes because these mugs are like mad dark today, as usual. But I want to add just a little bit of extra hydration under my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of this. And I got this in one of my monthly subscription bags or boxes quite a while ago. Don't remember exactly which one. It might have been my Sephora Play, because Sephora Play is really, really good for giving baby samples. So it might have been Sephora Play, because this is a teeny tiny sample. Okay, so next for my eyebrows, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use my usual Bella Pierre eyebrow gel or a pencil. I think I'm going to try this LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. And it looks like this. It's just a regular brow pencil. And it has a spoolie, a little spoolie on the tip. And it also has a very, very fine pencil. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a very, very fine tip. So I think I'm going to try this out today. I've recently started having my eyebrows threaded just to kind of get the shape better and easier for me to deal with. And I really, really love it. This eyebrow, as you can see, it's trying to grow a tail, so I'm thankful for that. This one is still struggling. So hopefully it will start to grow in more as I get them done more often. But I'm going to try this pencil out, and this is in the color Blackest Brown. Now, I'm not one of those people that has to have my eyebrows extremely perfect and that has to have them perfectly match and all that stuff, because ain't nobody got time for that. So I just kind of get them filled in, and then I try to shape them up even more with my concealer. So that's what I'm going to do now. I actually prefer to use my brow gel just because of the fact that it fills them in quicker and easier. With the pencil, it takes me a bit longer, but it's still nice. You know, with the pencil, I think it gives it a little bit more of a natural look. So it just kind of depends on the type of look, I guess, that I'm going for. So now I'm just going to take some of my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm going to go ahead and clean up my brows a little bit more. And I'm going to be using the color Fawn today. Okay, now see, this is good enough for me. You know, one's usually round and one's usually pointy. One is usually thinner than the other. And you know what? I don't care. It's fine. And you know why I don't care? Because there are people in the world starving. So, you know, how much time am I supposed to spend trying to get perfect eyebrows, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my eyelid with this same LA Girl Pro Conceal. And I'm going to use some of my e.l.f. HD powder to set it before it creases. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to use some tape because it just helps me to not have to be neat. I can just slap eyeshadow on my eyes without having to worry about where it's going. So, okay, you guys, so looking at this palette, it looks like I'll be doing a pink and purple look today. And, you know, I think I'm just gonna go bold. I'm going to go bold today. So I'm going to start out with this really, really pretty pink shade here. Why not? Okay, so now that I have that beautiful pink shade down, and you know what? These shades actually have names. Let's see if I can read this. Rose Bisque. Okay, so that pink shade looks like it's called Rose Bisque. I can barely read this, so it's pink. Okay, so now let's go ahead and jump into this beautiful purple shade here. Very, very pretty. It looks kind of like a blue purple, and that one is called Purple Rain. And I'm just going to place that in my crease area. Ooh, that's pigmented, okay? Pigmented. color is gorgeous though. So I'm just going to take the brush that has a pink on it and just kind of blend that upper area. Okay, so now what I am going to do is I am going to grab a transition shade from my Milani Most Loved Mattes palette. I haven't used this palette probably since I bought it. But this palette is really, really nice. It's gorgeous, has this beautiful gold packaging, which has my fingerprints all over it. But there are some gorgeous matte shades in here. So I'm just going to take one of these lighter shades here, this light tan shade, and I'm going to go ahead and use that on the upper part of my eyelid for a transition. Okay, so now I think I want to have a light lid. So I'm going to go ahead and take this light shade here, which is a shimmer shade. That shade is called Pale Fire. And I'm just going to place that on my lower, you know, the base of my lid here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to some eyeliner. Now, I never use a gel eyeliner, but I got this eyeliner in one of my monthly subscription bags this month. And this is from Pretty Vulgar. And they also gave me some nice brushes. So I'm going to try and use this little eyeliner brush that's in here. So I could possibly just destroy this whole makeup look if I don't do this right. But we're gonna go ahead and try this out. And it comes in this cute little container. Very, very cute, but it's just a black gel eyeliner. Oh, I really like this eyeliner. It's very nice and smooth and it goes on very easy. Okay, you guys, so that's going to be good enough for now with the eyeliner. Now, I also got a while back in one of my subscription boxes this double-decker mascara from Butter London, and I think I got this in my BoxyCharm. Actually, this looks like something BoxyCharm would have sent me, and I never used it. So I'm going to try out this gigantic mascara from Butter London. Wow, this stuff is very, very thick. So this is actually a very nice mascara. It's very, very thick. It says 200% thicker lashes, 314% increase in lash curl. Okay, so moving on to my face, I want to try out this Cover FX Blurring Primer. And I just got this in one of my monthly subscription boxes this month. So I want to try this out and see if I like it. It seems like I got this before in one of my other monthly boxes though, but I just got a smaller sample. So I may have already tried this before, but we're going to try it again just like it's brand new. I've already moisturized my face several times this morning, so I don't need to do that. Oh, this stuff looks kind of funky. Look how it looks. It's kind of like a tannish color. It looks like a tannish cream shade. So I don't know. Maybe I haven't tried this before. It's very, very thick. It says a blurring primer that instantly minimizes the appearance of pores and fine lines to create a super smooth, flawless, airbrushed look. Well, it is super thick, you guys. Very, very thick. And when I put on my primer, I like to really focus it in this area initially, just because of the fact that that's where a lot of my pores are. Okay, so now that my primer is on, I'm going to go ahead and move on to some foundation. I don't have a new foundation to try, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Collab foundation. This is Meet Your Matte, and I have the color Mocha, which is number 10. So I'm just going to use this today for my foundation. And this is the thickness on this foundation. I'm starting out with 6 pumps, and I'm just going to use just a soft rounded brush to place it on my face today. I didn't do any color correcting because once again, I forgot. You would think someone who hates discoloration as much as I do would never forget to color correct, but I always forget. Now, I love this foundation. I love the shade and I love the thickness of it, but I don't know how they figure this foundation is matte because it is not matte. It is not matte to me at all. Does this look matte? No, it's not matte. And even when it dries, it's still not matte. So now I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just kind of smooth everything out a bit. And this collab foundation I purchased from Sally Beauty Supply. It is a line of beauty products that is like a collaboration from a group of different beauty influencers from YouTube and I don't know, maybe elsewhere, but I know they're from YouTube, and they just came together and created a beauty line of products that are supposed to be, you know, great for us to use. So like I said, I really like this foundation. As you can see, the coverage is great. I love it. And this foundation is actually a really good color match for me right now because I am super duper tan from being out in the sun for like 2 weeks straight. So I am very tan right now. And so this foundation is a great color match for me while I am tan. And I love the coverage, but like I said, I don't feel like it's as matte as I would like. So anywho, we gonna work it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my concealer, and today I'm just going to use my usual favorite, my ColourPop concealer, and I use the color Deep Golden, and so I'm just going to use this to conceal and highlight today. And so I'm just using another beauty blender to blend out my concealer today. I usually use a brush to blend out my concealer because I feel like the beauty blender kind of pulls away a lot of the product when I use it, but I'm not in the mood to use a brush today, so I'm using a beauty blender. Okay, so today for contour, I am going to use my Fenty Beauty Matchstick, and this is in the color Espresso. So I'm going to use this to do a bit of contouring on my face. Okay, so now that I have my contour blended out, I'm going to take some of my Collab setting powder, and this is a loose setting powder, and this is in the color Almond Caramel, and I'm just going to use this to set my highlighted areas. Okay, you guys, so now here's the scary part for me because I bought this new pressed powder from Kalmele. I've never tried any Kalmele products before, but I saw this on sale. I actually bought it when I was out of town with my sister. Bought it from HEB. And I wanted to try it out. This is in the color 500 Deep Like Me. I don't know if this is deep like me, but we're about to try it. So I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. I don't know, it looks like it kind of has maybe a little bit of a gray tint to it that I'm not really fond of, but we'll see. It might work out better for me once my tan has kind of died down a little bit. but it does have a little bit of a grayness to it, so we'll see. Now I'm going to go in with some of my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer because I do want my face to match my body. So I'm just going to go into this bronzer and bronze up a little bit. So now I want to come back to my eyes because I want to finish up my eyes before I do my blush and highlight. So I'm going back into this Mothership Subversive palette, and I think I'm going to deepen up my lower lash line with this dark purple shade. This brush I'm using is horrible. It's all crooked. It's like I have 5 million brushes and I'm using this broken, crooked brush. Okay, since I'm going bold today, I think I'm going to go ahead and add some of that pink underneath that purple and smoke it out. You guys, I'm really loving this palette. These colors in here are so pretty. Okay, so now what I want to do is add a little bit of black eyeliner to my lower lash line. And I'm using this Silkissime, and this is from L'Oreal. It's just a black eyeliner pencil. I believe I got this from Marshall's, and I really like it. It's nice and silky smooth, and it goes on very dark. So I really like this eyeliner. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my lower lash line, but I'm going to use a different mascara. This is my Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I'm going to use this because the brush is a little bit smaller for lower lashes. And this mascara actually claims to help your eyelashes to grow. And although I didn't do, you know, a scientific test of it, I do believe that it does work because I did use it for a good month or so straight to see if I saw any difference in my lashes, and I actually did in my upper lashes. So I think this stuff actually works. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and move on to blush. Today I'm going to be using another one of my NYX ombre blushes, and this is the color Instaflame. So this one is a little bit more pinkish red, I believe, than the orangey peach one. So this is the shade I'm going to try out today. And they are very pigmented, so I'm going to try and go light. Light-handed with this. I love these NYX blushes. They're so pretty and so pigmented. The color is gorgeous. Now the next new item that I want to try is this Pure Sculptor palette, and I did receive this palette in my BoxyCharm this month, and I was super duper excited because it has contour and highlight, and it actually has contour shades that look like they will work for me. Thank you. And the highlight shades are very pretty, so I think I'm going to try this highlighter today. The darker one, and there are actually names on here. This one is called Trailblazer. So I'm going to try that one. Okay, that is very nice. Very nice. Just gonna add a little bit of this to my eye look as well. So next I want to try out this BoxyCharm and Beauty Creations matte lip gloss. Not sure what a matte lip gloss is, but I'm gonna try it today. And this one is the color Sweetheart. So I'm going to go ahead and check out this matte lip gloss. And this is today what the color looks like in the packaging. So it's a really pretty, like, dusty rose type shade. The color is really pretty and it smells good, but it's going on very streaky and patchy. It's not a nice, thick, solid color when you put it on. But I guess maybe that's where the lip gloss part comes in. I don't know how I feel about this color. and it's kind of getting all over my face. Very weird. Because it does go on like a lip gloss, but when you're putting it on, you could feel it going matte. And it's getting a little bit sticky. The color is pretty, but I think I'm going to grab a lip liner because it's looking a little bit crackheadish. So I'm actually going to use a purple lip liner. Maybe I can create an ombre look. Oh, I do not like that. The color mixed with this purple is kind of pretty, but this lip gloss, matte lip gloss, look at that. This matte sticky. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of this lip balm on top of it to see if I can keep it from sticking, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a matte lipstick because you don't want it to be shiny. But since I feel like it would take me forever and a day just to get this off of my lips, we're gonna roll with it. Now, you guys know I typically don't put on false lashes, but for some reason today, since I'm using my Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette, I feel like I need to get a little fancy, maybe do something a little special. So I'm gonna go ahead and try these Pro Beauty Essential Wispy Lashes, and this is what they look like. Very, very cute packaging. And I did get these from Marshall's when I had my little Marshall's haul. And I don't remember, but I believe I might have only paid like $4.99 for these for both pair. So I'm going to go ahead and try and pop some of these on and we'll see what happens. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I managed to get my lashes on. Don't judge me. Look, one of them might be a little bit farther in on this side and a little farther out on that side, but hey, don't judge me, okay? I tried. So I'm just gonna do one final dusting just to kind of blend everything together and pull this look together. I don't know how I feel about these lips though. I feel like I should go with a darker lip. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use two of my Milani lipsticks. This one is Violet Volt, which is a nice fuchsia shade, and this one is Matte Diva. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend these two together and see if I like that better. These lipsticks are very, very creamy and they smell absolutely delicious. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look that I created with the Pat McGrath Mothership Subversive palette. Submersive. Is it submersive or subversive? Mothership Subversive palette. So, anywho, I really, really like the look. I like the shadows. And I think it turned out very nicely. Out of all of the products that I tried today, there's none that I could say I really, really don't care for. I'm not sure on the Almay powder. We'll see. I'll test it out a little bit more. But for the most part, I think I'm liking the products that I used today. So hopefully you enjoyed watching me try out all of these different products like I like to do sometimes. Just throw a bunch of different stuff on my face and see what happens. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Toodles!